Little bit of a different video for me today, but I'm here to talk about my monetization and just getting my head around all of this YouTube, monetization, Google AdSense. I don't have a clue how to do it, what's going on. I just know that I've been accepted for monetization. I've reached the 4,000 hours. I've got enough subscribers. I got to this point and now I'm just struggling. I thought I would be really happy, because monetization, now you're making money. But some part of stress has kicked in a little bit when it comes to making videos. I want to make loads of videos. I want to make series. I want to do what everybody else is doing. I've come to the realization, obviously, we can't do what everybody else is doing. You got to do what you're doing. And my content has just been based around my life, but also the trade and the things which I do. So I'm a plumber. I've thought about ways how I can maximize my views by making episodes, series, things that I've went through, working at night, stuff like that. That definitely has helped, but it's hard to build a community, full stop. But once you get rolling, it's a beautiful thing. It takes time. It definitely takes time. And I'm realizing that it's not an overnight thing, because I've watched many YouTubers. I religiously watch YouTube. I don't really watch normal TV. I know that might sound a bit weird to some people, but hopefully you're watching this on YouTube now so you can understand what I mean. I do watch some TV, but it's not enough to be able to talk about it. Do you get it? I watch just a little bit. So it brought me to thinking, could I take up a lot of my spare time with these videos and engaging with people? The answer is yes, but you put yourself, or you start going down a rabbit hole by thinking of ideas or trying to be as creative as you can. Sometimes the ideas which are out there already just need a little bit of tweaking and also your touch. So me, myself, I started to do like vlogs. I started to speak about times which I felt were necessary in life, because they were monumental times, like me being in my 30s, like my early 30s when I was 21, stuff which I wish I knew now. And I've realized that those videos are more impactful for people because it shows growth, obviously, and it just lets people confirm that you're not really the only one that's going through this, innit? We're all going through this as a collective. And I thought to myself, that's the content which is relatable, understandable. Doesn't really take me a lot to do, because it's me just going into my library of my head, thoughts, feelings, and just kind of compiling them together. But understanding the YouTube rules and understanding that a good story starts with a good bit at the beginning, then a punchy bit in the middle, then an end. I haven't been able to perfect my story timing as much as I like to be, but then again, I had one of my biggest successes on my channel, which was me talking about a story time. So maybe I need to rethink that, what I'm saying, but I'm still going to leave that bit in, because it's true. I do need to kind of work on that, because the telling of a story kind of keeps people hooked in, and I've really realized that with this YouTube journey, and getting my head around the analytics and learning it is something a little bit different, but it's teachable to anybody. And also understanding your audience as well. There's certain things which hit better for certain audiences. I think when you talk about your experience on YouTube and your journey in general, I think a lot of people listen because they might be going through similar things, or they might have picked it up, put it down, said to themselves, this is not for them, or I'm not in the right frame of mind to make videos. That's a big thing as well. I think when you show that you're in a happy mood, people obviously, they enjoy the vibe, they enjoy the video, and they are more responsive to you as an individual. But when you are not in the mood, it's very hard to make videos and very hard to put a smile on your face just for the sake of the camera being on, because it's like acting, unless you've obviously had that experience before, which hey, we're going into a rabbit hole here, another rabbit hole. This content and not understanding what to do when it comes to these rabbit holes is something which I wish I started doing a lot more, which was just researching and finding out videos which are making good sense, and not just the ones which are just trending for now, because the video will be up, get a lot of views, then it will just stay there because no one will keep viewing it. So actually making content which is relevant but valuable as well, valuable to others, because I always thought, I'm making this video, I'm going to show someone how to do something and they're going to be really impressed. They're not impressed, because there are so many points which, if you went into more detail, I suppose people could be like, oh, this person took their time out, so therefore that might keep things like the retention rating. This person made sure they switched screen, they had a B-roll rolling, they had other clips rolling, they had things jumping in, they had text flying out, and all that matters to how fine detailed you like your content to be. But obviously, I think when you show a polished version, it doesn't mean that it's always going to get the views what you think it's going to get. Like I said, I use my mobile. I've got cameras which I've bought for YouTube specifically, and making this video on my mobile had me 10,000 views within a week. If the audio was better from a camera, I do believe it would be a lot better. I didn't edit it at all. I just threw it up. And that's my only regret. But I didn't have any expectations for the video in the first place. So that's something that YouTube has definitely taught me, is to be open to how far your video can go, you know? How much you put into it is how much you're definitely going to get out of it. If you have spent 2 hours making the video, but you spent 10 minutes doing the thumbnail, your thumbnail might not attract people to your videos. I think everybody's seen the philosophy behind Mr. Beast and everybody else who makes good quality thumbnails. Marquise, he makes good quality thumbnails. This is stuff which is undeniable, but some of us as content creators, we're not on that level, and we don't have that budget, or your mind's not thinking on that level. You know, I've chose to do some of my thumbnails through AI, and it's through ChatGPT. So sometimes it's worked, sometimes it's not, but I've just managed to be consistent, because if I took so much time and effort to put into the video and done my editing, why am I not going to take the time out to be able to make a good thumbnail which is going to be catchy? So this one, I'm just going to stand next to a white wall and put YouTube story, my YouTube story next to it. That's going to be my thumbnail, because this is kind of my story, and this is me kind of like opening up. Not that I need to tell you guys that my page is monetized, because at the moment there's not any ads being run. I'm having a little problem which I need to kind of sort out, actually. It's to do with just the back end of it, which I'm just finding mind-boggling, but I'll work it out, because there's enough videos online for you to be able to show you. And that's the great thing, I think, with YouTube. I've learned from so many other YouTubers who I don't know, don't really follow their content and anything, but they made valuable videos which made so much sense. You know, like me learning and taking the time out to go live and expressing that I can deal with going live on this platform, because it's kind of different to others. We've got live super chat, you've got a lot of other things which pop up, and I don't know everything about them. I'm just learning as I go, but that's the beauty about this as well, is that this is like a time where you can see someone progress into what they used to be to what they are today. Like, you know, when people get established, they get that little plaque at the back. I want that. I'm just going to say that from now. I want that. So This is something to work towards. I'm going to remember when I uploaded this video. I'm going to remember the things I said. And I'm going to remember the things what I'm struggling with, because I think this whole thing is just about being transparent, innit? And people struggle with just getting the amount of watch time hours what you need just to get monetized, and subscribers as well. So I've learned how to, well, I hope I've learned better ways on how to probably stay more engaged, talk to the camera, look at the camera. And that for me has been like a massive step, you know, because I wasn't doing it before, and I wasn't really like checking my videos in the ways I should have, because there's always little bits what you can take out, little times when you say something when you're not supposed to say that, or you blunder, or you say or, you know, there's loads of things to do. But it's more about practicing, fine-tuning, understanding that you got a long way to get. So it's interesting, because I would definitely like to look back and look at this video a year, 2 years later, and see where I am in it, because I don't feel that I will struggle. I'll feel I'll understand what my audience wants a lot more from me, which is vlogs, whether it's me going out, doing plumbing jobs, getting interactive with people, whatever it is. I'm actually willing to do it, because the people have turned up for me, and they also let me know when I see them, like, I watch your channel. I've heard that so many times for someone who hasn't got a lot of followers and subscribers, sorry, should I say. I've got followers on Instagram, but it's just exciting. It's exciting because when I watch other people, yeah, and I realize how far they've gone, I just wonder how far I can go and how consistent I can be. I'm going to try and be as consistent as I can, because most of you lot have turned up for me. You've pressed subscribe and I've asked you to press it. Like before, when I started my channel, I wasn't really even asking people, just because I thought it was like, oh, it's a bit corny, or it's a bit something what you shouldn't do. No, you should. If you don't ask for people to do a call to action, they're not going to do it. At no point, they're just going to watch, they're going to switch off, they're going to say, oh, okay, it was a cool vid. Me, I'm going to tell you to subscribe to my channel, turn the notifications on, because it costs you nothing. It's YouTube currency, and it just lets everybody know that you're enjoying the vibes. You can go down and like it while the video's on. If it's over in that corner or over in that corner, go over there, pause the video for a second, like it, come back to it, and then we can carry on, people, because unless I ask, you're not going to get. So I'm going to ask one more time. Subscribe to the channel, people. And then the next video, I'll be telling you my update from this time. So I'll do like in 6 months' time, I'm going to do a video again and see how we're getting along with the channel, see how we're building. At the moment, let's do a channel count. Nearly said something wrong there. My channel count is 3,529 subscribers in total. Yeah? There you go. So let's run it up, people. Like, share and subscribe. And don't be afraid on this YouTube journey, man, because I'm still learning. I'm learning how to work the program. I'm learning how to bring people to my community. So if you're one of them people that is just found, hey, let's be friends, innit? Subscribe, like, drop the comment, and turn on the notifications and smash that bell. Let's get it.